Hello, I'm Jerry Fort. I'm gonna bring up something to you guys. Thinking about doing this. My channel while I'm doing it, I'm looking at trying different stuff. Making it as variety as possible. I am big into music. I like a lot of different genres and stuff. And I've watched a lot of reaction videos. And it looks pretty fun, pretty interesting. So I was thinking about, I mentioned this on my reaction video to a Job Balloons CD, and I asked my son about, can you just take a random song and do a reaction video to it, as long as you put in the description that you do this for entertainment only, I don't own rights to this song or something like that. He said, I think that's how it works. As long as you put that in the description, showing that you don't claim anything on the song, I think you can get away with that. So I might try it. If any of you want to give me songs to listen to, it's going to be kind of difficult because I don't have really the setup to bring up video or something on the screen along with me listening to it, so I have to kind of be generic with my setup, and maybe y'all will forgive that part, but I can do it the best I can. If it has a video, if it doesn't have a video, then you don't need to see the screen. All you need to do is see my reaction, right? So, so the other problem is I've heard a lot of stuff. I'm almost 60 years old, so you can suggest older songs, different genres if you want. But the chances are that I haven't heard it before, or heard of the group, might be a little bit minimal, because I've heard so much stuff. But there's some genres I don't really get into, but I don't mind listening to it and giving my opinion on it. You can't take it offensively, though. It's just my opinion on it. But yeah, I'm very honest when it comes to music, because I have a high respect for different music. I've been into watching The Voice, and you can ask my wife and son. I'm very opinionated on what I hear, and I don't agree with the judges a lot of times. American Idol, I used to watch it all the time, but some of the people, the system that they have on like American Idol, and even The Voice, sometimes they're not looking at the person's their voice. Like American Idol, they're not necessarily that interested in the voice as much as they are their performance or their age, if they're young enough to have a career, stuff like that. And I've seen them pass up so many really good singers that didn't get chosen, so it really disappointed me. So I haven't watched American Idol in like a long time. But The Voice, their judges are entertaining. They do a pretty decent job for the most part of who they choose. But I don't know how I got off onto this. I'm talking about these shows. Anyway, if you want to send me a song to check out, to do a reaction video to, I'm going to try it. Only thing can happen, even after I put in the description, I don't own the rights to this or whatever. If YouTube shuts it down, they shut it down, but we can try it and see. But yeah, send me recommendations of songs you want me to hear, something you liked when you were a kid, or a certain genre you're into, or something, and you want me to hear a certain song. I'll check it out if I can find it on YouTube. and you can hear my opinion and what I think of it. Don't get mad if I don't really like it. If I don't have a whole lot of good things to say about it, who knows? You know, it's just. But it could be silly. It could be funny. If it's got a bunch of bad language in there, you're gonna know that I don't like that in music. I'm not really big on. I'm not a fan of bad language in music. I don't think it needs to be there. But that's my opinion. Some artists say it's the way they express how they feel in music. I think there's other ways you can do that. Anyway, it doesn't get me energized anymore to hear bad language in it than I hear a really good guitar lick or good strong vocals. I just the way I've always been. There's some groups I do like that do have bad language in it. There's some points I can overlook it, but there's some words I just don't care for it in music. But there's that. Be expecting me to say something about that part if you suggest a song that's like that. Some of the there's some genres like have you heard the group Dead by April? It's one that I discovered later a couple years ago, maybe a little bit more than that. The guys have really good vocals, but they have some of the I don't know what you call that type of singing. The screaming, kind of like what Breaking Benjamin. He does. Some of them do that. What other groups are like do that? Anyway, I can't think of them off the top of my head now. If they, the screaming part, it doesn't bother me so much, as long as it's not all that. Because sometimes, you can have that in there occasionally, but yet then you have nice vocals to add to it. But yeah, I mean that doesn't I'm trying to use that as an example of my opinion of things, and things I kind of look for in different groups. But but yeah, Dead by April. If you haven't heard that group before, check them out. They have some really good songs, really good melodic vocals, really cool music. They had one guy that retired. He was the drummer, if I remember right. He had this glowing eye. It looked like he was like half cyborg or something. It was pretty wild looking. But I think he's retired and they replaced him. Well, he just ended up quitting the group, and then they had to get another drummer. I'm pretty sure he was a drummer. Anyway, I'm just kind of chatting about music and stuff, but I have one of my story times with Jerry that I talk about all the music genres and stuff I grew up with when I was really young, under 10 years old. I got into music from my older brothers, but you can look for one from my story time with Jerry. I got playlists. You might be able to find it. But anyway, yeah, let's try that if you want. I can't really do that unless somebody sends me recommendations to listen to, because it'd be kind of odd for me to start looking through, what's this? Let's check this one out. I don't know, I guess I could, but it'd be more interesting if I'm doing it for somebody. But there you go. Just kind of think about that. Might be something different to do, something different for you to expect to hear or see. My content load has been kind of light compared to the past, so it'd give me something different to throw on there. Okay, well, I'm going to end it there. I thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. and I'll be watching for recommendations. If I don't get them, then I'll either just not do it, or I'll have to think of something else to check out. But yeah, all right, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you on the next one. Bye.